Hey there everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm not going to be doing a tutorial, but instead I'm going to be showing you the indie game project that I've been developing behind the scenes, as well as, doing my daily things and producing tutorials for you guys. I did ask in my last video if you guys did want me to do a kind of game devlog on the game that I'm working on, and a lot of positive feedback came from that. So today I'm going to be showing you the game that I am working on, so I guess this is game devlog part 0 of my game. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and make sure to go and leave a like and everything. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is main menus. Now main menus in games are really important for me, and it is kind of a make or break situation on whether my brain instantly knows that I'm going to enjoy the game or if I'm going to just instantly quit the game and refund it on Steam. Now in my game, my menu system doesn't look amazing, but I did put some extra time into it, using kind of my Photoshop ability to make sure that the buttons look smooth, and also that they have effects when you hover over it and hover back. And I also think that games that put their patch notes on the main menu is a really important feature, because it lets people know that have recently, downloaded your game from your website or from your itch.io link, that what has changed. Because sometimes if you put the patch notes on the website, people aren't likely to read that. So that's why I have mine inside of my game, and it's really easy to update for every version. But yeah, main menus are a super important function that you guys should have in your game, as it is the first thing people are going to see when they load it up. And if you guys have any advice on how I can change my main menu, please feel free to leave it down below. Alright, now the game. We have just loaded into the game, and as you can guys see, we are kind of in a test map here. This isn't what the final game is going to look at all. It's not even a final representation of where I'm taking the game, but we're currently in the test area, and as you can see, we have 2 chests and these kind of red walls around where the player has just spawned. Now the chests are basically me doing tests for setting up for looting systems, so if they were to loot an object that would, deploy materials that you can use to craft stuff. So my game, I kind of plan to take it down the survival route, where you can craft bandages and first aid kits and stuff like that, or weapons and stuff like that. So this is basically as if you were maybe in a zombie world, you were going to go and loot a car trunk or something like that you can do in other big games like DayZ and stuff like that. Now the other mechanic we look at straight away is with the destroyable walls. That's what I call them. They're just called destroyable walls. You can basically shoot the walls, throw grenades at the walls, or melee attack the walls, and it will take them down in some way, shape, or form. Now the reason I've added these into the game is because I think it adds super cool kind of systems into games that have destroyable walls, where you can break through and enter a new room, because you're kind of stealthing before and you break into the room and create massive havoc and you start shooting people. But I also think it's a good way to add diversity to levels. Instead of just following a linear path, you have destroyable walls which make the level completely open and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the kind of first 2 mechanics that we're going to look at into my game, and I'm going to show you guys some other ones. The next thing we're going to look at is me basically running around the map and killing the zombies, which I guess is the main core part of the game, which keeps users interested, is having something to do. So when killing the zombies, you can see that the blood splat effect is created, which personally to me is one of the coolest things that I've added into the game so far. That was only in the recent patch that I have just done. But as you can see, I'm killing them with the rifle, with the shotgun, with the pistol, with the melee attack, and eventually I think I kill some of them with the grenades. Now the reason that the options are, I would like to say, limited right now, is because I'm using free assets off of this open, I think it's Open RPGR, I think that's the website I'm using these assets from. But I'm using these assets from the website because, as I said earlier, I'm not the best at art, honestly, but if I do end up wanting to take this game somewhere, like I said, I will get an artist, and I'm planning on having multiple gun options and multiple other, consumables that you can use and throw to create explosions. And I was planning on doing EMP grenades, which I think would be a super cool system if I had like zombies that were partly robotic or something. You could EMP grenade them and freeze them, and then you'd be able to kill them, which I think would be a cool system to have in. But yeah, this is just basically the killing mechanic. There's not much to it apart from that the reload system was quite hard to add in, because I had to make sure that the player wasn't shooting when they were reloading, and that they weren't already reloading and they had enough ammo to reload. And then I also added in an auto reload function, so if you drain your bullets all the way down to 0, the gun will automatically reload, which is kind of helpful for users that get caught up if it became very stressful and there was lots of zombies running at you. But yeah, that's all that I have for currently being able to kill the zombies right now, so let's move on. One of the last things I'm going to talk about is that I currently have a mock-up inventory. As you can see on screen, I have just opened up the inventory system, which is in a very early stage, but so far I had it where it completely freezes the game and the zombies can't move anymore, or bullets can't move, stuff like that. But this is basically how I'm wanting the game to kind of look when you open up the inventory. So you're going to be able to equip different armors and stuff, and then also it's going to have all the gun info and how much damage it does and what the ammo type is and stuff. But this is just a very basic mock-up for how I want the game to work, because I also want to have it where it's exactly the same, but at the top of the inventory you have like a kind of 4 options. So they're going to have character, loadout, crafting, and then I think I also want to put the options menu there instead of having a pause menu where you have to press escape. So basically you press C to open that up right now, but it doesn't do anything apart from pause the game. But yeah, I think that is how I'm going to approach the pause system in my game instead of pressing escape to take you to a pause menu. Alright guys, that is pretty much everything for today, and I hope the game wasn't a letdown, because I was a bit nervous about showing it because it isn't a great deal and it's only been about a month to 2 months of working, and I am creating it by myself as a solo dev. And if you have watched my tutorials, you will see that I have a lot of the systems from that employed into my game. So that's why I've been making the tutorials, because I thought that they were super cool and super useful. But if you guys do want to see more kind of indie game devlogs, feel free to leave a comment, because it isn't my normal type of content that I would upload. So I'm probably going to go back to tutorials after this. But if this video receives a good enough response, I will try and do a lot of updates on the game and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and also comment down below if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. We are really nearing the 100 subscriber mark, which would be absolutely awesome to hit. And if you guys want to play early test build versions of this game, feel free to go and click the link down below to my Patreon, and if you subscribe with the $1 Patreon, you guys will get every single test build of this game up until, I guess, final release. Without further ado guys, it has been GM Guru, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.